6 Stoic life lessons from Robert Greene that will make you resilient and unshakable. I remember a cold, wind-swept morning when I stood on the edge of a rocky cliff. Feeling both the biting chill of nature and the warmth of an inner fire ignited by an unyielding desire for meaning. We find ourselves in moments when life's chaos seems insurmountable. And yet it is in these very moments that our character is forged. Today, I invite you on an extraordinary journey, a journey that intertwines the profound, ancient wisdom of Stoic philosophy with the modern, high-energy style of relentless self-improvement that you might associate with the most captivating online personalities. We are here to explore 6 Stoic life lessons from Robert Greene that will make you resilient and unshakable. A script meant not only to entertain but also to challenge and transform your very way of being. From the very first breath of dawn, I want you to picture yourself amidst nature's raw beauty, where every gust of wind and every shifting shadow reminds you of the impermanence of external circumstances. In that moment, as you gaze into the horizon, ask yourself, what if I could let go of my fears and embrace every challenge as an opportunity to grow? We are not here to run away from difficulties. We are here to confront them with calm determination and unwavering resolve. Just as the ancient Stoics taught us to accept what we cannot change. We begin by understanding that the foundation of resilience lies in our ability to differentiate between what is within our control and what is not. In the first moments of our journey, we immerse ourselves in the realization that life is an ever-changing river, and our power resides in steering our own vessel rather than attempting to command the currents. I share with you a story of a time when everything around me was falling apart, a moment when every setback felt like a personal betrayal. Yet, as I sat quietly under the shade of an ancient olive tree, I recalled the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, which Robert Greene has masterfully woven into his modern insights. I realized that our suffering often stems not from the events themselves but from the stories we tell ourselves about those events. We choose to either be defined by our hardships or to rise above them with the calm, unshakable strength that comes from embracing the Stoic principle of inner control. It is in this moment of vulnerability that we learn our first lesson, the art of perception. How we interpret the world is the first step in shaping our reality. When you face adversity, do you see it as an insurmountable mountain or as a series of challenges that can be overcome one step at a time? As we delve deeper, the second lesson reveals itself like a hidden gem. Life is unpredictable, and we often cling to the illusion of certainty. However, true freedom comes when we accept that nothing is permanent. I invite you to consider that every joy, every sorrow, every victory, and every defeat is transient. This understanding, while humbling, also liberates us from the grip of fear and anxiety. In the relentless pursuit of control over every aspect of our lives, we miss the beauty of spontaneity and the gift of the present moment. Robert Greene's teachings remind us that embracing the natural flow of life, its ebbs and flows, allows us to cultivate a deep-seated resilience. By acknowledging that change is the only constant, you empower yourself to face the unknown with a bold heart and an open mind. Think about the times when the unexpected led you to opportunities you never imagined. And ask yourself, am I ready to embrace change rather than resist it? In the midst of our shared journey, we find ourselves at a crossroads where discipline meets passion. This is the third lesson, the power of self-mastery. We often let our emotions dictate our actions, losing sight of the larger picture. But what if I told you that within each of us lies a reservoir of strength waiting to be tapped through disciplined practice? It is not enough to simply wish for a better version of ourselves. We must commit to the daily rituals that fortify our minds and souls. I challenge you to adopt a mindset where every moment is a chance to refine your character. Just like a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble, every decision, every act of self-control, shapes the masterpiece that is you. The modern world tempts us with instant gratification, but true fulfillment comes from the slow, deliberate process of self-improvement. Have you ever wondered how many layers of potential lie buried beneath your surface, waiting to be uncovered by the steady hand of discipline and unwavering focus? As our conversation unfolds, we transition into a space of deeper introspection, the fourth lesson, which centers on the wisdom of accepting fate with grace. Life will throw obstacles in our path, and at times, the weight of these challenges can feel unbearable. Yet, The Stoics teach us that by aligning ourselves with the natural order of the universe, we can transform suffering into strength. I recall a particularly trying period when my plans unraveled unexpectedly. In the midst of chaos, I discovered that surrendering to the flow of fate was not an act of weakness, but rather an affirmation of trust in the process of life. When we relinquish the illusion of control, we open ourselves to the possibility of growth and renewal. It is in this surrender that we find a surprising kind of power, the power to endure and evolve. Consider for a moment the last time you faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable. How might your perspective shift if you embraced the idea that every twist and turn is a necessary part of your journey toward becoming unshakable? Moving further along our path, the fifth lesson beckons us to harness the strength of community and shared experience. In our modern lives, isolation can sometimes amplify our inner turmoil, making us feel alone in our struggles. Yet, the Stoics recognized that we are all interconnected, and that true resilience is often nurtured through our relationships with others. I invite you to think about the power of collective wisdom, a wisdom that emerges when we share our vulnerabilities and support one another. Whether through meaningful conversations with a friend, mentorship from a trusted guide, or even the collective energy of an engaged online community, there is immense value in acknowledging that we are not alone on this journey. Robert Greene's insights encourage us to view every interaction as an opportunity for growth, and every person as a potential teacher. Ask yourself, how can I contribute to the resilience of those around me? And in turn, fortify my own spirit? By embracing the interconnectedness of our lives, we create a network of strength that can weather any storm. Finally, as we approach the culmination of our shared journey, the sixth and final lesson unfolds, a call to action for living a life of purpose and virtue. This is the moment when all the threads of our discussion weave together into a tapestry of meaning. We are challenged to not only survive the hardships of life but to thrive by aligning our actions with a higher purpose. This transformative encounter with destiny is where we come to understand that our lives are not random accidents but deliberate expressions of our inner values. I urge you to reflect on your own path and ask, what is the legacy I wish to leave behind? What mark do I want to make on the world? In answering these questions, we find that the true measure of resilience is not merely the ability to endure, but the capacity to lead a life that resonates with authenticity, courage, and unwavering commitment to our highest ideals. Our journey through these 6 Stoic life lessons has shown us that resilience is not a trait bestowed upon a fortunate few. It is a skill, a discipline, and a way of life that each one of us can cultivate through mindful practice and intentional action. Throughout this entire exploration, we have intertwined the ancient wisdom of Stoicism with the modern insights of Robert Greene, crafting a narrative that speaks directly to the heart of what it means to be resilient and unshakable. Every moment we have shared has been an invitation to look inward and discover the reservoir of strength that lies dormant within us. I have shared with you personal experiences of triumph and despair, moments where the unyielding power of Stoic philosophy transformed chaos into clarity and pain into purpose. We have seen that the essence of Stoicism is not to suppress our emotions but to understand them, to see beyond the immediate turmoil, and to find a steadfast center of calm in the midst of life's tempests. As we reflect on the incredible journey we have embarked upon together, let us consider the countless times in our lives when we felt overwhelmed by circumstances beyond our control. It is in these very moments that the teachings of the Stoics become our guiding light. We learn that our true power does not come from altering the external world, but from mastering our inner realm. The key word here is resilience, a resilience that is forged in the fires of adversity and tempered by the wisdom of those who came before us. With every challenge we face, we have the opportunity to practice the art of perception, to embrace change with open arms, and to cultivate a spirit of unwavering discipline that defies the chaos of everyday life. I challenge you now to take a moment and breathe deeply, to center yourself amidst the whirlwind of thoughts and worries that may cloud your mind. In this pause, you have the chance to reconnect with the fundamental principles that have guided generations of philosophers. Imagine, if you will, a life where every setback is a lesson in disguise, every hardship a stepping stone toward greater self-awareness, and every day an opportunity to build the inner fortitude that makes you truly unshakable. This is not a distant dream but a reality within your grasp, a reality that can be realized through the consistent practice of Stoic wisdom and the deliberate application of the life lessons we have discussed today. There is a profound beauty in the simplicity of accepting what is, in the quiet strength of aligning our actions with our values, and in the deep fulfillment that comes from living a life of purpose. We have all felt the pull of temptation to seek shortcuts or to surrender to the pressures of modern society. But the path of Stoicism teaches us that true greatness lies in the long, sometimes arduous journey of self-mastery. I invite you to embrace this journey with enthusiasm and determination, knowing that every step forward is a victory over the forces of chaos and uncertainty. As you continue to absorb these powerful ideas, consider how each lesson applies to your own life. Reflect on the moments when you have allowed fear to dictate your actions, and think about how adopting a Stoic mindset could have transformed those moments into opportunities for growth. Visualize yourself not as a passive observer of life's events, but as an active participant, capable of turning even the most challenging circumstances into a canvas for your own transformation. Every decision you make, every moment of self-discipline you practice, and every instance of acceptance you embrace brings you one step closer to becoming the resilient, unshakable person you were always meant to be. I want you to remember that the journey to true resilience is not a solitary one. It is a shared adventure, one that we embark upon together as we learn from each other and from the collective wisdom of centuries past. Just as Robert Greene has distilled these age-old principles into accessible, actionable insights, you too can integrate them into your daily life, whether it is through mindful reflection, disciplined routines, or simply the courage to face the truth of your own experiences. Every action you take is a testament to your commitment to living a life of virtue and strength. Let us now consider the symbolism behind the ancient practices of Stoicism, the practice of journaling to capture the fleeting thoughts of the mind, the ritual of meditation to center the spirit, and the discipline of self-examination that reveals the hidden truths of our character. These practices are not relics of a bygone era. They are timeless tools that empower us to navigate the complexities of modern life. As you listen to these words, ask yourself, what small change can I make today that will ripple through the fabric of my existence, fortifying me against the inevitable storms of tomorrow? The answer lies within your willingness to commit to a path of continual improvement, to seek out the wisdom that has been handed down through generations, and to use it as a beacon in the darkest of nights. In moments of deep introspection, we begin to see that the pursuit of resilience is a dynamic process. It is a process that requires us to confront our own limitations, to challenge our assumptions, and to embrace the uncertainty of life with open arms. There is a certain thrill in knowing that no matter how overwhelming the circumstances may seem, we have the power to rise above them. This power, my friends, is the very essence of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us that while we cannot control external events, we can always control our reactions. Imagine the freedom that comes with that realization, the liberation from the endless cycle of worry and regret. It is a freedom that allows you to stand tall in the face of adversity, to be the master of your own destiny, and to live with the fierce, unyielding spirit of a warrior tempered by wisdom. As our conversation draws to a close, I want to leave you with one final thought, a call to action that resonates with the profound legacy of Stoic philosophy and the modern insights of Robert Greene. You have seen how the lessons of perception, acceptance of impermanence, self-mastery, embracing fate, the strength of community, and the pursuit of purpose come together to form a powerful blueprint for resilience. Now is the time to apply these lessons in your own life. Whether you are standing at the crossroads of a difficult decision, grappling with the weight of uncertainty, or simply searching for meaning in a seemingly indifferent world, know that you possess the inner resources to overcome any obstacle. I urge you to take this moment, to pause and reflect on the journey we have shared. Visualize the person you want to become, the person who faces life's challenges with calm assurance and unwavering strength. Let that vision guide you as you move forward, and remember that every setback is an opportunity to rebuild, every hardship a chance to grow stronger. In the quiet moments of reflection, let the wisdom of the Stoics remind you that true resilience is not found in the absence of struggle but in the courage to persist despite it. There is an undeniable magic in the melding of ancient wisdom with modern insights. A magic that transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. We have journeyed together through the rugged terrain of our inner landscapes, uncovering truths that have the power to reshape our reality. As you step back into the flow of life, carry with you the knowledge that every challenge, every trial, is a stepping stone on the path to becoming truly unshakable. Embrace the unknown, trust in the process, and let your actions be a testament to the timeless principles that have guided humanity for centuries. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude for joining me on this transformative expedition. The lessons we have explored today are not mere abstract concepts, they are practical, actionable strategies that can empower you to live with purpose, integrity, and resilience. I challenge you to integrate these Stoic life lessons into your daily routine, to let them inform your decisions, and to watch as your life transforms into a testament of inner strength and unwavering resolve. Remember, we are all in this together, united by our shared pursuit of a life lived with passion, wisdom, and unyielding fortitude. As you continue your journey, never forget that within you lies the power to rise above adversity, to transform chaos into clarity, and to become truly resilient and unshakable. Now, go out there and live boldly, for the world awaits the brilliance of your spirit and the quiet strength of your character.